Good evening. It is Thursday, and we are into the second week in the month of June 2020. And I want to give you a brief update of where we are with things as we enter the third phase of our return to active services and activities here on campus at Brady Lane Church. There are some things that will change a little bit as we move into this next phase, some things that will remain the same. And we want to make sure everybody understands what all is happening over these next couple of weeks. This would be June 14th, June 21st, which is Father's Day. These 2 weeks will be by these guidelines that I'm about to share with you. And then on the 28th, we will do something different that I will share with you in just a moment. The first thing that we want to make sure everybody understands is that anyone at risk, meaning anyone who is of a certain age or a physical condition that might require them to take precautions and continue to stay home, we encourage you to do so. Just for a little while longer. If you're not feeling ready, if you're not feeling safe, either for yourself or because of someone that you are concerned about infecting or doing something to harm by being around a large group of people, we encourage you to continue to stay home as long as you need to. We will continue to have our online services live at 11 a.m. and then they will be posted right after services are over and will remain online from now on. So those things you can find on our YouTube channel, and we encourage you to do so. Anyone who is feeling ill on Sunday mornings, please do not come in. Please don't come to church if you're feeling any symptoms. I don't care if it's just a minor cold symptom, whether you're feeling just a little feverish or whatever the case may be. We ask that if you have any symptoms of any illness, please just remain at home. We will continue to practice social distancing while we are here at the church, meaning no handshakes, no hugs. We're just going to continue to maintain a safe distance from one another as best we can. Now, obviously, we can't be completely 100% socially distant. That is a misnomer. It's not possible. There's going to be places where we cross paths closer than 6 feet. But as best we can, we're going to continue to follow social distancing guidelines. We will continue to have hand sanitizers and tissues spread throughout the facility, different locations, some in the sanctuary, some in the hallways. We encourage you to utilize those materials and those safety precautions as best you can. Brady Lane Kids Ministry will be opening this week. This will be the first Sunday that we will have children's ministry here at the church, but we will only have it at the 11 a.m. service. We will not be having any children's ministry at the 8:30 a.m. service. So if you have a family with children, we're encouraging you to come to the second worship service. We will have special check-in procedures that will require a wellness check, basically the parents confirming the child has not had any kind of fever or any symptoms prior to coming to church that morning. And there will be a temperature check done on the student by use of an infrared thermometer. We will not be putting anything in anyone's mouths. It's just a quick infrared check. Once that is completed, your students will be escorted to their classroom by Next Generation workers. No parents will be allowed beyond the check-in station. And for the time being, check-in will be in the back hallway entrance to the fellowship hall off of the adult education hallway. We will continue to utilize our communion stations as we proceed through these next few weeks. We will continue to have them spread throughout the sanctuary space. You can partake of communion at any of the 4 stations at the directed time. We have made a slight change in our offering collection. For the last couple of weeks, we've had an offering box mounted to the back wall. But beginning this week, we will have an offering box that is sitting on the welcome table right inside the sanctuary doors. That is the same location where you'll find your bulletins or you'll find your guest card or prayer card. You can grab a prayer card, grab a bulletin, and drop off your offering in that box while you are entering into the facility this week. Offering may be dropped at any time during the service, either at the beginning as you're coming in, during the service as you're moving to the communion station, or you may also drop your offering off at the end of service on your way out. The last change I want to make known to everyone before I sign off is that after doing a lot of research and having a lot of conversations both with the staff and other leadership folks of the church, we are going to begin congregational singing this coming Sunday at Brady Lane Church. The first 2 weeks we have gone without singing in the congregation and just had our worship team sing, and it has been awkward to say the least. And we are ready to begin congregational singing this Sunday. We would, however, like to make this stipulation. If you want to sing, at least for the time being, this isn't a forever thing, but for the time being, while we continue to watch for the results of this pandemic to play out, if you want to sing, we are asking that you would wear a mask. You may come in without a mask, carry it in if you'd like, put it on when it's time to sing, and then when we're finished singing, you may take it off. You don't have to wear it the entire time. But we're asking that if you're going to sing, that you would please wear a mask during the singing portion of our worship service. This is, again, just to guard against any kind of projectile of particulate matter that might come from deep breathing and forceful exhalation during the course of singing. Again, these things may change as more information comes out, but for the time being, that is how we're going to proceed in our worship time. I hope this answers a lot of questions for everyone out there. We're excited about the fact that we've been able to come back the last couple of weeks. We've had right at 100 people each of the last 2 Sundays here present at the church, and then we've had another 150 to 200 people watching online. So our attendance has continued to be high, higher than our attendance was before we left. And so we're excited about the possibilities of when we all do gather back together and what it's going to look like. These will be the last 2 Sundays that we will have without our new chairs. They will be coming on June 26th, and they will be present for our Back to Church Sunday, which will be held on June 28th. Again, we are not saying that everyone has to come back to church on that Sunday, nor are we shaming anyone who can't or has decided not to come back yet. But what we are going to ask is anyone who is on the fence or getting close, or if you're ready, we want you to consider coming on June 28th. We would like to have a Sunday where we celebrate being back together as the body. And we're celebrating every Sunday, but on that Sunday, it's going to be a special day, and we're going to have a little bit more of a celebration with one another as we are heading into a new month in July, where we will be probably seeing a few more people coming back. So please put that on your calendar. June 28th in our 8:30 and 11 a.m. services, we will have a Back to Church Sunday celebration. We want to continue to let you know that Sunday school will be suspended for the time being. We are looking at July 26th as the date that we will be back with Sunday school for adults. And then the Brady Lane Kids Sunday School Hour will open up on August the 9th. The reason for that positioning is we're just, again, giving it 2 weeks with the adults before we bring the kids back into that situation, just to make sure everything is good and safe. We're using these 2-week increments, these 14-day increments between the beginnings of different things, again, just to give us that buffer zone and that time to make sure everything is going smoothly. I believe God is blessing us for taking our time in making this journey back together. We encourage all of you who are unable to join us for whatever reason, whether it be because of concerns or whether it be because of traveling, please watch online. We count every click as an attendee, as we have considered our YouTube channel now a online campus and second campus for Brady Lane Church. And so we are counting all those views as attendance. So we encourage you to go online and watch even if you can't be here, because it keeps you connected not only to the body, but also keeps us aware that you are still out there with us. lots of things online for you to check out. There'll be a new Brady Lane Ledger coming out on Friday. Stacy's got all kinds of kids ministry stuff going online and youth and middle school ministry stuff going online over the weekend. Please take note of those things. The online bulletin will launch on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. as it has been since the beginning of all this, and you may pick that up there. And then Stacy also is launching the interactive bulletin on YouVersion. That also opens on Sunday mornings. So lots of ways you can continue to participate in the body of Christ here at Brady Lane Church. Well, that's all I really have to share with you this week. I want you to know that things are continuing to go well. We've started to see a few groups coming back to the building. Our neighborhood AA group has begun meeting again on Wednesdays. They've been meeting out under the trees in the back of the parking lot. We've seen our food pantry continue to have lots of folks visiting. There were several waiting in line yesterday as I was leaving, so that's an exciting thing that more people are continuing to come to our food pantry where we can help and take care of some needs for some folks in our neighborhood. Just want to encourage you and let you know that we are praying for you. May God bless you and keep you. May He cause His light to shine upon you, and may He grant you peace. See you next time, and if I don't see you Sunday, we'll see you online.